Welcome, Gemini. It's me, Barbara James, with your energy reading. It's so lovely to have you with me. You're such a light sign. They talk about Gemini as being the eternal children of the zodiac. And so in this reading, it looks to me like you're, it's kind of much more of a grown-up feel, which might not feel quite as comfortable as you'd like to be. And being an airy kind of element, I think you like to be free of too much heavy energy or responsibilities, especially strong or heavy decisions. But that is the kind of energy we're in this reading. So let's jump in and see what messages we've got for you. And we will open up I think we're going for the heart chakra today. So we'll do that at the end. So we've got this upside down, and then we've got the 8 of Cups. So with the 10 of Cups being upside down, this is your emotions are at the forefront of your mind at the moment. This is really important to you. I love the way the light's catching this deck. I'm using the A.E. Waite Tarot deck. So it's walking away from something that doesn't make you feel emotionally fulfilled. There must have been many years, actually, especially this being 10 Cups here. There's many years of happiness that you've had. I mean, it's not all been a disaster, but there's a long time of you've put a lot of emotion and effort and time into something, and it looks like it's it could be your home life, or wherever your kingdom is that you spend most of your energy. So say if you're a workaholic and your office is your empire, it's that kind of thing. I mean, obviously it can be the home situation as well. So you've got family here, haven't you? So there's a big kind of structure that's here, but for some reason you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled. And with the cups being upside down as that came in, it feels like they're sort of emotionally leaving you feeling empty for some reason. So it's a major ending here, and you're in charge of it, Gemini. You're the person walking away. So but it's heartfelt, and I'm sure it hasn't come without lots of consideration. So I'll leave this cup upside the right way round. On your mind, you've got this being in control with the King of Swords and then the 8 of Swords. It feels like you want to take control, and you're really checking in with you're analysing everything really thoroughly. But at the same time, you still feel stuck. And I suppose, Gemini, you're the twins, so you might be looking at two sides of the coin all the time, and looking at different scenarios and thinking, well, I could try that way round, and then think, still not happy about that. And with this 8 of Swords, that is a kind of fear-based energy. So I feel like you may be not as confident as you want to be. I mean, the King of Swords is very confident, and he's holding a sword of truth there, and really understands the logic in the situation. I mean, it's very Gemini, actually. It's your air element here is the swords. So you want to be in charge of your direction, but you're somehow being held back by fears or limiting beliefs that possibly it could be the other way, that there's a King of Swords around you that's given you these limits that you feel like you can't escape from. So I think you are fairly like I say, light and like a butterfly. So it's quite easy to crush you almost, especially if you feel suffocated. So this sort of looks to me quite suffocated. And I guess when you get to that point, you maybe can't really see, and your air's been snuffed out almost. And I don't mean literally, well, I hope not. But yeah, your spirit's kind of been crushed a bit if it is another person. But always they say with this, this person's been, those swords have been put there, but the person's gone that did it now. Yes, we've got this person here, but you are in charge, and you can let go of these. You can adopt this, this characteristic. This is somewhere within you, Gemini. It's a very grown-up energy, and you can do this, even if you do have fun like a child, So it's releasing limiting beliefs one sword at a time, and also remembering the laws of attraction, feeling about how you want things to go, and act as if, so picture the scenario as if it's already arrived, that would make you feel like you're winning. What would be the best outcome? How do I want my life to be? And then removing barriers that stop you from being there. Okay, Gemini. Then we've got loads of major arcana. I've done 12 cards, and it's just like mostly, so out of 12 cards, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So half the reading is major arcanas. So let's have a look. So we'll start with this one. You've got the full card energy. So you do want to take a break and start something completely afresh. You don't want to be in your same stagnant situation, which is great to see, because the 8 of Swords isn't really living your best life, is it? So here you are showing much more confidence and breaking free from limitations and willing to take, jump into the dark almost. It's like you don't really know which way you're going, but it's like, hey ho, I'm off, off I go, and the sun's shining on my back. So this is very Gemini, very at home and natural in this card. It's colourful, it's joyous, it's free feeling, isn't it? So I can see you can breathe a lot more easily with the Fool card. You might be a lot lighter as well, so I don't know, you might not be carrying too many responsibilities with you. Then, even though you've got that free energy, I mean, this is more beautiful, positive energy. You've got the Temperance card. I mean, this is all about balance as well. So, finding the, making sure you can see with the reflections, kind of the flow and balance of things. So it's being moderate in your desire to be free, I guess, and it's blending your logic and intuition together. So we can see you've got the King of Swords energy there, which is very logic, but the Fool card is much more intuition. So it's trying to use your logic and intuition at the same time. And then when you've got that balance, it's much more adaptable for for a more in control of your events that you want to make happen. It's a really nice energy, and there's healing energy with this. Pouring like the zest of life or beautiful healing energy between two cups there. So it's really nice. Then you got the Justice card, which is talking about fairness as well. So being very moderate again. It's asking for that levelness and moderation. The Sword of Truth, I mean, we see we've got the King of Swords in this reading already, and there's another sword there. So it feels like, there's maybe some truths here that are going to be told. You might be making a decision as well. And then the balance of the scales have to come into, equal balance for things to be able to move forward. And they often say karma is attached to this card. So it feels like whatever's unfolding, Gemini, it's a karmic influence, and sometimes they say the laws of karma, very much on earth, given by man, are different to the universal karma. So there might be a different outcome than you expect with this. But I do feel like there's a feeling with this reading that you really are coming from that's the thing about the Fool. It's such a pure energy. It's like you don't want to be suppressed, and there is no agenda or ulterior motives with the Fool card. You just want to be free to live, So I feel like justice is on your side here. It feels like that anyway. Next to that, having said all of that pure energy, there is a devil energy around. So I feel with there being that previous energy of being restricted and held back, and you not being emotionally fulfilled, it does feel, I mean, it's not the kind of thing people walk away from easily, this strong, like a setup that's been established for a long time. I feel like there must have been an imbalance in a relationship with the Devil card there. There's quite, it can be quite suppressive energy, which is it's damaging, especially to Gemini. You don't want to feel crushed. And this is kind of that kind of, I don't want to say sadistic, but the Devil card can be that kind of lower vibration, sort of negative, when you has your brain thinking, you second guess yourself all the time. So, normally the pure Fool energy, or Fool energy is someone who doesn't really need to think. I think Jupiter's in this card. It's that kind of freedom to expand and just enjoy creativity. The Devil would have you second guessing everything your instincts are telling you, and it can make you feel like that Eight of Swords energy. It's kind of like, well, I'm not sure, and it's just doubting everything, which doesn't help anyone grow. So, it just feels to me like there's codependency as well around this reading. Then we've got the Emperor card. So I'm wondering I think the Emperor, I mean, he's a gorgeous energy. To me, the Emperor is someone who's very upstanding. It's related to Aries, it's like a very upright card. So it's not the Devil. And it feels to me like you want to be more like the Emperor. I feel like you're trying to take control and take leadership and authority over your own life, whereas in the past you maybe got confused by this energy, this person or whoever. I mean, it could be in a work position, or it could be, I feel like it's more in your home life, but this negative low vibration. had you not been in control of your own life. So it's great that you're using this energy now to make yourself more, more successful and have more wisdom and power over your own life. And it's asking you to overcome challenges. And then it's saying to you, when you feel overwhelmed by your problems and things need, a situation might need you to tackle it, the Aries Emperor card is saying that you've got the fighting spirit that will carry you through to victory there. So, you can block out that. Let's just put that right in front of the negative energy there. And then you've got this beautiful energy of the Lover's card. So the Lover's card, I'll leave that peeping out the devil because you know that it's there and it's just reminding you. I mean, not that you probably need reminding. The Lover's card can talk about choices in relationships. It can also talk about people obviously being so connected and so joined. So, I mean, you could have a relationship with someone that you are physically, entwined with, and there's that kind of difficult bond where you one pulls and the other one pushes, and you can't really it's breaking the chains, isn't it, that bind you. But it could also be on a more uplifting note that you might be moving towards an emperor. So that's a much more exciting prospect in my mind. And this is saying that someone that you feel very at one with, it's obviously physical connection with someone. And they do say for spiritual enlightenment often it's been recognized through physical love. It's one of the paths towards that much more insightful and elating experience of life. So very gorgeous. Right, lots of major things happening for you, Gemini. I'll pop them all back down there, and then in your material world, we see with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, you're really working hard and applying yourself in some work scenario. I mean, it could be that you're working on a relationship too, but it's applying yourself really to your best level and putting everything into it and making such a good job of the craftsmanship, and your skills are really being finely tuned to make this wonderful pentacle, making the doing the best job that you possibly can because you're loving doing it. And it's that phrase, isn't it, where you find a job that you love and you'll never do a day's work in your life. And then the Seven of Pentacles is slightly worrying about finances or worrying about a relationship and thinking, have I done enough? But it's saying, yes, you have. It's worrying unnecessarily with the Seven of Pentacles, Gemini. So you can rest assured that you have invested wisely in this person or this project that you're working on. But it's a sense of needing to wait with this, because it's like the farmer's planted his seeds, and he's waiting for the harvest to ripen and grow, and it will, because you've put them in the right field. The sun's shining on the field that you've been working on, Gemini. Okay, let's look at the crystal cards. And you've got two cards that jumped out, and they're gorgeous. This one came first, the Malachite card, and that's, wow, look at that, it's so green, and we're doing the green colour in the heart chakra as well. It says, the truth is sometimes hard to take, but decisions are then easier to make. And there is a sense of a choice here in a relationship or a direction in your life. So it's waking up to the truth. And Malachite will unearth the true cause of dis-ease. It is a strong no-nonsense stone that will direct you towards wellness and well-being by emotionally cleansing and fortifying you. Like we saw, the Devil card has got that low vibration, so you need to wash yourself free of that. It works particularly well with feminine issues, but will enlighten you to face reality in any given situation. I mean, I'm sure Gemini would much rather be having fun doing something light-hearted, but it's asking you to, face reality on something that's quite, well, it's serious, isn't it? It's a huge part of your life, so that will help. And then we've got the honey calcite or calcite, and it says, oh, this is nice. I mean, we are having a lovely summer so far in Britain. Lazy days in the sun bring contentment and fun. And the message is, lighten up, take it easy, enjoy yourself much more, Gemini. Honey calcite will help you recognize and eliminate heaviness from your life the Devil card, by attracting inner contentment, serenity, lightheartedness and fun. Dissolves tendencies to worry, very much the Seven of Pentacles there, by emitting a warm, reassuring feeling that all is well. That's just so gorgeous. Yeah, I'll leave that one in front. So it's acknowledging something and then, letting go of it, Right, and then the romance angels, you got make the effort. It says, great love is worth taking the steps that you are guided to take. 2, right? Yeah. And then it says new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So I did wonder, obviously it's going to be different for everyone. It's a general reading, but yeah, there is someone who's got a choice here, maybe moving towards an Empress, so an Aries energy. And then finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So yeah, we see that's what you're worrying about, isn't it? You had that farmer energy with the Seven of Pentacles and working on something. So it's saying, yeah, you don't need to worry. You're going in the right direction there, Gemini. Right, okay, let's open up the heart chakra before we finish now with the wishing bowl. So, if you think of the colour green in the centre of your chest, and the heart chakra acts like a kind of filter. So it's basically allowing the true mastery of spiritual abilities to open up through the heart. It's giving us that feeling of pure love, feeling joy and inner and absolute ultimate peace. Okay, so if you find a quiet spot where you can sit comfortably and close your eyes, open up your shoulders and straighten up your spine, take a purifying inhalation up through your nose and release anything you don't need. Just let go of it through your mouth and inhale one more time and let it go. Okay, Gemini, this is for you. Healing energy. Okay, I hope that helped you to open up your energies, to source energy and feel that connection with the huge sort of universal energy. The feeling I got through the ringing was that it's been a ropey road for you. I can obviously see with the cups there, if anyone's walking away from something that used to be 10 cups full, it's obviously a very serious energy for you to, for a Gemini to do that. You're much more, like I say, you'd rather be having fun. So, it's acknowledging that, isn't it? Waking up, I suppose in some ways, it won't be the same for everyone, but that, acknowledging the truth there with the malachite. You can study that image and maybe the energy will help you to kind of allow that reality to dawn on you, and then you can take action on it. Because, yeah, there's a sense of that, not wanting to kind of, you'd rather be, light and free, but sometimes you have to address something before you can then move on to the next stage of your life, where you can then be, enjoying the sun again and let the sun shine on your life, Gemini, and then you're free to kind of soar again, lighting up your life with the sun and the truth and everything. And then you can rise to higher heights. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Would you click on that like and subscribe button, or those buttons for me? That would be really wonderful. It's really encouraging and helps me to, know that it's helpful to people. Okay, I'm sending you so much love and light, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you so much. Bye for now.